"Whoa, the light just came in and here I am," kind of thing. So, anyways, we are gonna get started. This is your you versus them. Alright, so earth signs. Do we have any Tauruses, Virgos, or Capricorns? Taurus, Virgos, or Capricorns? Sag gang. Hey, Adrian. Yes, okay, let me know your zodiac sign in the chat. Okay, I see Virgo, Capricorn. Let me go Capricorn first, and then I'll do I see the Caps are taking over here. So we're gonna go don't hate me, Steph. We're gonna go Cap first, then Virgo, then Taurus, okay? Air is gonna go right after. Air is gonna go right after. Thank you, Stephanie. Always so fair. Thank you. Okay, so Capricorn, you're gonna go first. Let me timestamp you. Then we got Virgo, and then we have Taurus. All right, and then when we get to the air signs, I'll call you roll call, and then I'll roll call for my air signs, and you guys will let me know, where you are on the list. Okay, who's here? I see Gemini, but you guys got to be here when I say air signs because that's how I do it. I do it with the energy that's present. All right. So, all right. Why am I touching? Anyway, let's see the you versus them between my Capricorn gang. Let's see what we got going on between you and your person. I'm gonna pull an oracle to see the situation. And let me put on a timer because it's got to be 10 minutes. Situation between Capricorn and the person on their mind. Jeez. And now they all come out. Mm. Okay, don't love them. Okay, let's see how let me get your energy pull. You are sitting here. All right. You feel. Hmm. Got it. All right, and let's do your person. You or them. Where do they stand? One card. Got it. Feel. Think. Hmm. Desire. Okay. All right, so let's start with the overall situations I'm seeing. Is this a person in your friend group? Because there's some type of hi Vix. Oh, you're from Australia. Hi. Thank you. Nice to see you. I love when I see different countries. That's so cool. Thanks, Adrian. Thank you. Hi, Rebecca. So starting off, good day, mate. Sorry, I'm kidding. Did I do it like it's probably bad? But I used to work. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about it. Anyway, gossip here. Okay, so starting off, she said good day, so I was just responding back. Okay, so gossip. Okay, so we have in your situation, Capricorn, that maybe you 2 are friends, and there seems to be some secrets that haven't been revealed or have gotten out, and it seems and I do feel like this is on their side that they are trying to kind of leave the situation because they tend to leave things when they get hard, and they don't really like either they don't like that something got told about them or is getting exposed, or they don't like what they found out. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. Now, on your side, you're like, "Well, I'm just afraid now that it's just too late here that we take action." Okay? So that is what I'm feeling from your side. Like, they want to escape, but you're also like, "Maybe we've just missed the boat here." In your energy, you're coming off as the Hermit card, and they're coming in as the Eight of Swords. So they're overthinking things, kind of having an inability how to get out of the situation, and you're over here respecting your peace. Like I don't really want to be a part of this, is what I'm getting. I just want to kind of be on my own. Thanks, Alexis. Thanks, Christina. Appreciate you guys. Which is interesting though, is that you both are appearing here with the Three of Cups, which is saying I'm getting a situationship, honestly. I'm not getting that that there's not a bond between you guys, but that either there's other people butting their heads in or are aware of the connection, or there is some type of romantic connection involved, and there's also other people involved. Now, I don't know if it's friends. I'm gonna leave the door open for you to fill that in. It could be that you guys are with other people. It could be that there's just friends or family members involved, but there's definitely other people butting in, I'm hearing. In terms of how you think, you feel like, "I don't know what's the right decision to make." I really don't. Like, I feel like you're very confused on what the right decision is to make, and they're sitting here kind of well, I feel, one, that they're very sad. They're feeling sad, but when it comes to how they're thinking, it's coming off as kind of manipulating, and I don't love that, if I'm being honest. They're coming off very, impatient and impulsive, maybe asking you to make a decision, almost trying to, like, force your hand or force an outcome, and it might be that they're forcing an out trying to force an outcome even through their quiet, okay? Um, it's like they could also be looking for the easy way out here, saying, "I can't handle this," right? Escaping. I feel like they're being very impatient, and instead of trying to work with you, they're saying, "I'm done." And it also could be a very manipulative tactic to kind of draw you in as well. So be careful of that kind of tactic, right? Um, hmm. In terms of your desire, Capricorn, you're sitting here with the Lovers, like, you actually do want a genuine connection with them, and what strikes me as odd with this person is that they're holding back, hoping for a sudden change in the connection. Again, another like, it feels like a tactic here, like, I'm holding back so so that there's a change. So, just be careful of that energy. It's not that they're not just like they don't care about you or they don't like you, because I do think they're genuinely sad, but the way that they're going about it is holding back communication. So it also could be that they lack to see how this can change. And so because they just think, oh, it's over, they're kind of just giving up. And we can give them that grace that that is also how they could be thinking here. But that's kind of their energy. So let's see the final outcome of this situation, or what is the situation looking like it's going to appear. Outcome. I do see you guys actually getting to a place that is more emotionally open, but I do kind of wonder if it's gonna come. I don't know whose side it's gonna come from and who's going to really open up about how they feel. It really could be on either person's side. I don't wanna say that it's them or you, because I said overall the situation looks like you guys are going to open up about how you feel, and it's gonna create an opening for you guys to be able to nurture the connection. I feel like whoever the feminine is will be the one to open the door on this. Alright, so if you're a feminine Capricorn, I would say you, but if you're more masculine, then I would say it's your person. Because when I look at the Empress and the Queen of Cups, there's someone very nurturing, very feminine energy coming out. So I would say that the feminine on this side will probably be the first one to open up in the dynamic. Okay. And I did promise you, Capricorn, I didn't forget. I promised you guys a bonus. So I will be doing you a bonus. Maybe I'll like at the end, or maybe tomorrow I'll tap in and do a quick energy reading, because I did promise you guys one, because your video cut out very weirdly last night. So I promise you guys that I will redo it. Okay. Now this person will meet you. They won't show as like as the same emotion, okay? Because at the bottom of the deck, we have a true pair, a Queen of Cups and a King of Cups. So this person is going to show that they do care about you. Will it be all mushy gushy? No. The King of Pentacles kind of stands as someone who's wise, but very devoted and calm. So they will be wanting to work out the situation with you and try to get past the burdens as diplomatic as they can. Because sometimes when you're dealing with a King of Cups, he's very diplomatic and kind of like the advisor. So I see that he or she will be coming back in to kind of solve the problems. Um, and they will be attuned to your emotions. Like they won't neglect them, but they won't be feeling them as heavy, I feel. Okay. So yeah, and that's what I see here. All right, so now we're gonna move on to Virgo. But before I do, Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Virgo, Sagittarius, a Gemini here. This is all water, so this could be happening in the next couple, I would say weeks to months. Okay, if you're looking for a solution to this, I would give it a couple weeks to a month. Usually when we're dealing with cups, it and that's what I'm predominantly saying. I see probably a month or 2 or 3 going by. And then on this side, we see Scorpio, Leo, and that's all I see on this side. All right. All right, moving on to my Virgo gang. Hi, Karina. You're a Leo. Nice to see you on here. We're going to be doing fire signs last, so be patient with me, or you could come back. I'm going to try to get these all done in 10-minute reads, okay? I do them, but they are only at the beginning, and we already did the beginning. So I would just say stick around for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus here, okay? And that'll probably be more accurate than a one card pull, honestly. All right, let's see what we got going on for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, and Libra. Sorry, Capricorn and Libra. All right, so Virgo. Let's get you at mm, 12 minutes. All right. Virgo, your situation with your person. Now, keep in mind that this is probably somebody that you are connected to romantically in a relationship with or a situationship. Okay. That is kind of where we're holding these intentions because we already did the singles reading. All right. So, Virgo is your situation. All right. Virgo, you're standing here as someone who's escaping when things get hard in the situation. You both are very unsatisfied where the relationship stands, and this person's standing as you're a better person than I am, so they don't feel worthy of you. They feel unworthy. Like I'm not. I don't know. That's just what it says. So, all right. So let's see here, Virgos. You came out quick. All right. Feel, think, feel, think, fire. Them. Ah, okay. Perfect. The live is cutting. Is the live cutting for anybody else? Can you tell me? I just wanna make sure it's good. Them, they're really hard. Feel, feel, think. Okay, I'm good on your end. Thank you, Stevie. Appreciate you and your feedback. Desire. Feel. think? Think, think. What do they think? This person's harder to pull on. What do they think? I'm like not comfortable. Mhm. All right, Virgo, and your person. So, Virgo, you're sitting here as the. Did I miss a card from you? Hmm. You think. Oh, I don't know how much to your feel card. Okay, hold on. Feel, think. All right. So, Virgo, you're sitting here as a Nine of Pentacles. So, you're kind of just trying to be happy with where you are in life. And I feel that you're pretty independent in this situation. Okay. I don't know if they're really in your vicinity. Alright, it's kinda giving, like, because you are the Nine of Pentacles, like, this is a very Virgo card. So you are standing here in your energy, and it's giving to me that you're just kind of trying to gain your energy back and maybe be grateful for what you have, or trying to build some sense of confidence by working out more or making more money, like, that's where your head's at. This person here is also trying to create like, they're trying to take a lot of action to create the life they desire, the life that they want. They wanna build a life. I do feel like you 2 want to build a life, okay? Whether it's together or independently. I am sensing that there is a life wanting to be built. Magician card, 9 of Pentacles. Could be dealing with another Virgo or Gemini. You think you need to receive more. I feel here that you think you deserve more, and you're kind of wanting someone who can support you. Um here, and they're coming off as the 9 of Pentacles in the way that they think. They think that they need to give to themselves more right now. And so you're already in the energy that they're thinking they need to be. Okay. So you're kind of already being the way that they feel like they need to change. So that's very interesting. In terms of how they feel, they are trying to envision like the kind of life that they want. Okay. But they are quite sad and they're holding that back from you. Like, they may be appearing like their life is great, Virgo, but they're actually quite sad about why the connection isn't happening, or they're quite regretful that they didn't give more to you at the time. You think you need to go quiet. You feel like you gave all you I feel like you just I don't know. I feel that's how you feel. You feel like I don't know anymore. I just know that I gave what I gave and I don't have any energy. I don't have any more anything left to say. Yeah, I'm hearing that song again by Helena. Like, there's nothing left I can say. Things are better if I stay. So long and good night. It's like I feel like you gave up, kind of. It's giving like you kind of gave up, Virgo. Right? You kind of escaped. You were just like, I tried and I just don't really have much left to say or give because I gotta just kind of focus on myself because I'm always giving and I always feel like I'm getting a short end of the stick maybe here. I think there is something in that that you might want to change how you think, Virgo, because then you're always going to repeat that pattern with people. When you believe that you're always giving and that the amount that you give always comes back to you, then you'll find better partners. So if you do always feel like your partners are you're getting the short end, I want you to be like, like, not like that sounds wrong. Like, my stick is endless. Like, I don't like, no, that's not what I mean. So no, no. Not that. That's not what I mean. Don't twist this around. But what I am saying is like the amount that I give, I always give back. The amount that I give is always I give back. So I don't care that I gave my heart. I don't care that I gave my time and my energy because I always get that back with every partner that comes next, right? So don't block your blessings, Virgo, okay? Now, in terms of your desire, I feel like the desire here is that this person does want to give more actually to this connection and wants to show you how much they care and wants to kind of nurture you. And they do have this vision here, right? They're sitting here as this King of Wands, so they do have a vision of how they want to give to you and care, but they're holding back because they're maybe not ready, right? They're trying to give to you. They're trying to build to the person and kind of be more like I'm kidding that Jungle Book song. What's that song? That Jungle Book song where Mowgli and him are like in the jungle and like no, no. I don't know what I'm getting. But yeah, I'm kind of bare necessities, like, I need to give you your bare necessities, like, I need to work on my bare necessities so I can give you what you give me, right? It's kinda giving that energy. Um, and so I do feel here that somebody is looking at what they want and they just feel like they have to hold back until they can really give you something that's worthy of your time and attention because they know if they come and they just pipe up just to pipe up and can't deliver I mean then what's the point? What's the point, Virgo? So I think that this person here feels that you're deserving of I feel like they think you're worthy of more, or they think you're deserving of care and a nurturing that maybe they can't give you right now. Now, you're standing here as I just wanna, like I just want a little love in my life, like, I just would love if you just told me how much you cared about me, and I think that this is the thing that would shock them, Virgo, is that you're sitting here like, "I just really would love some emotional, like, TLC." Like, I just want some gentle loving. I just want someone to just, like, I don't know, like, watch a movie with me and play with my hair, or I would just love a nice, just a nice back massage or neck massage here, I would just like some love. I'm just getting that from you, Virgo. I would just like to feel a little love in my life. Even if someone's just telling me that, like, they really liked my outfit today, that would be nice. So, I do think here you do want some love in your life, even though you're appearing like, "I have all I need." There is a desire for just, I want something new. I want a new opportunity in love. Like, I do. I think you want somebody new in love, someone who's sensitive and kind to, "Wow, Virgo, looks like you had a hard day." Like, just even that would feel really nice to you. Like, just someone who can emotionally understand you, that's, like, what you are wanting. Yeah. And I think you just want it to be equal, like, a responsible, equal partner who doesn't, like, blame you or puts all the weight on you, whether they realize it or not. So, that's what I see here. They're here sitting that they wanna work with you and collaborate with you, so yep, that's what I got. That's you versus them. Signs you could be dealing with. There's a lot of earth energy. I don't see this person coming for months, like months on months, maybe even like the person that I'm talking to, they've got a lot of pentacles here, and pentacles is the slowest moving. So I don't see someone coming towards you for a couple months here. Okay. I do see Leo. I see Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn. All right. And on your side, I don't see any zodiac signs, okay. Thanks, Tammy. Thank you, thank you. All right, Taurus, we're gonna do you versus them now. Thank you for the sunglasses, I missed it. I got this new creamer and I don't like it at all. I wanna go back to my Harry Potter creamer. I'm gonna go buy that again. I think it was like a toffee flavored. It was great. This is nasty. Oh, cool. Thank you. I love it. I love the glasses. Thank you. Okay, so we are doing Taurus now. Let's get you Taurus to Taurus to Taurus. All right, let's see what's happening in your you versus them. And then we're gonna move on to air signs. So if you're an air sign, hang tight. Then after that, it's gonna go water, then fire. All right. So let's see what's happening in your love connection. Now, this is someone either uh, I have to say I'm just gonna let it be whatever I see in the connection. Like that Virgo one seemed like it's like separate. Like I don't know if you're all together, but you guys are just focusing on your coins. But that one didn't seem like that seemed in separation. So I'm not. My intention is to hold people who are actually in relationships and connections, but it just depends. All right. So let's see about Taurus and your love connection. Taurus gang. Air sign waiting patiently. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Let me set an intention here because I'm not focused on Taurus. You in this love connection. You in this love connection. Them. Them. And the overall situation. There we go. All right. You in the situation, Taurus. You in the situation. Feeling in the situation. Thinking in the situation. All right. Desire. All right. And let's connect to your person. Them. Them. Feel. Think. Desire. Oh man. Is someone cross watching for Aw, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. I love you too. All right. So interesting. Your person is funny. Alright, Taurus. I feel like someone's cross watching here. Oh, I'm really close to my heart goal. I'm at 6, so if we could get it to 10, that'd be great. Alright. So, Taurus, you're sitting here with sabotage. So, I feel like I mess good things up in my life sometimes. They're sitting in here like no matter how far I am, even though I went far, I still feel connected to you. I'm hearing and I ran so far away. Like doing that. And I still can't get away. And then in the middle of the situation, detachment. So you both are trying to detach from the situation that you feel. I don't know why it's funny, but it's kind of because when I it's not funny, but it kind of is because I can hear people in my like I can hear the energy that I'm connecting with. On both sides, it's kind of funny, but, alright, so Taurus, you're coming off here like, "I don't wanna make any decisions, but I know for now I gotta put it to bed." Like, I don't wanna feel this connection. I want to detach from it. I'm not saying that I don't it's kinda saying here, I don't wanna decide. I don't wanna look at it. I want to neglect it. It's not even wanting to realize anything about it. I want to neglect it, out of sight, out of mind. That's what I'm seeing from you, Torch. Your person is coming off as spying on you, Page of Swords, wanting information, or when they do talk to you, I feel like they're pretty forceful. Like, "You got my money today?" Like, I'm just kidding. I am kinda getting someone here who might be dealing with, like, an ex where there's children involved. I'm getting like, "You got my money today?" That's all I wanna talk about, like, Taurus, or this person's maybe lightly if not that, then it's giving, like they check in on you every so often, like a little check-in, like, "You good? You alive? Like, happy, not happy, smiley face, no, okay. Like, but they are sitting here as the Empress, which again is giving me a very motherly figure, so you could have a child with this person, or you've had a life with them, okay, and they're spying on you, alright, with the Page of Swords. But they're very calm. I feel like they're calm. They're not really trying to have conflict with you, but they're not really talkative, or they're not talking the way that they normally would with you. Um, when it comes to how they feel about you, they want to be independent, right? Like with you, you feel like I want to be independent from you. I want you to be I kind of want to prove you wrong. That's kinda what it's giving me. You in your energy, Taurus, you're like, "I can stand without you." You know, "I can stand firm on I don't need" like, it's kinda giving, a rebel in you, Taurus, where you wanna stand firm and be like, "I don't I don't need you." And this person's like, "It's done." They feel like they don't have any more emotion. "It's done for me. I'm done with it." Death card, okay? So they feel like it's an ending. I want to eliminate you. I want to transition. Not eliminate you, but I want to transition on from you. Maybe some of them have thought that. I don't know why I'm getting I don't know why I'm laughing. The whole conversation in my head is hilarious. But when it comes to how you think, you don't want to feel emotion. You feel like you've been very vulnerable to them, and they've said really hurtful things, or they've done things that have been hurtful. I'm sorry, that's not funny. Um, it's the other person who's just very sarcastic. So anyway, it's giving I feel like I've been very hurt by you, and I've tried to stay open emotionally, and I'm not gonna be very emotional to you. I have no more emotion to give. So when it comes to your feelings, there's a neglect for you. I don't wanna think about it, out of sight. I'm putting it in a closet. My emotions for you are hidden and buried. I locked it away. Like, you don't wanna feel the emotion, Taurus. Now, from your person, they're coming off Knight of Cups, see, and you were feeling like you were getting taken advantage of, but they're coming on as the Knight of Cups, which is coming off emotionally manipulative, maybe a womanizer, maybe a man eater here. But yeah, they're coming off insecure, insecure. So insecure, you're like, what is insecure? It's two words, okay? It's being insincere with superiority. Okay? That is the 2 words combined. Superior, in inferior, insincerity. So, that's how they're coming off when their feelings to you is that they don't feel you're being sincere with them. They don't think that you're a faithful person. They think you're a womanizer, or they think you're a man eater, whatever it is. They don't trust you in love. So, this person also fears of intimacy with you at this point. So I feel like a bond's been kinda broken in this one as well. Um, man. And then when it comes to the desire, I don't wanna work with you. I don't see this, like, hopeful. I don't have hope. You don't have hope in this, Taurus. I don't see this working out. I don't see this working out because we can't honestly, whether it's you or them, we're not taking the steps necessary to try to even think that we would get to a place of working together. I'm doing air next, so hang tight. Hang tight. I'm doing air next. Now on this person's side, their desire is happy life. Like, they want joy, they want peace with you. They just feel they can't trust you. But emotionally with their heart. But at the end of the day, if you guys have kids or family together, it's like I still want us to be a family unit and be happy for our kids. Or even if we're not on good terms, then maybe in our social environments or social groups, we can at least get on well. Get on well. Yeah, it's giving that. So signs you could be dealing with, we're gonna end it there. I do see Libra on their side, Scorpio, and Pisces. On your side, I see Cancer, Aquarius, and Sagittarius, but can be any sign. Um, so that's what I have. I think in terms of the connection, it's looking like it's one out of responsibility, but I think this could take a long time as well, if it ever picks back up. I'm honestly getting in this connection towards I don't know if it will, but if it would, I would say a couple months because there's a lot of refusing of both sides here. And it doesn't mean that this person won't talk to you because I do, but I think the way that they changed up on talking to you, you can feel it. Like they are not really giving, and so you're not either, right? All right, moving on from my airs earth signs, we're going to move to my air signs. Do we have any Geminis, Libras, or Aquariuses? If you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, say her. You're welcome, Stevie. I hope that resonated. That one was a little harsh. No, fire's gonna go last tonight. Okay, so it looks like Aquarius is taking over again. My Aqua King is strong. Hey, Jess. Okay, Libra. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna be. Do we have any Geminis? Aqua, Libra, Gemini. Happy birthday to my Libras. All right, so Aquarius, we're gonna mark you at let's say 36, 30. All right. All right. Hang tight, Geminis. All right, so we're gonna go with my Aquarians. Let's get you, the situation, them. All right. So let's see you in this situation. Okay, Aquarius, you're hilarious. I'm really enjoying this read. This is hilarious. Okay, this them in the situation and the situation. Okay, this is actually making a lot of sense just so far. All right, Aquarius, you. Actually, let me just do this part first. Timed. All right. You're sitting here like, I don't know if I'm ever going to change my habits. They're coming off. I mess up good things. I sabotaged it, but I'm trying to move on from this because I already effed it up. And in the middle of the situation, you two were meant to be each other's teachers in life because this person showed you your shadow side. And you showed them their shadow side. So that is kind of what's sitting in this situation is that this situation was kind of supposed to light up spots where you don't see yourself. This is Aquarius. All right, so Aquarius, you are sitting as you feel, you think, desire. Ah. Coffee makes me goofy. Me too. Maybe it's a today I've been a little that way too. I get you. Feel, they feel, think, desire. Desire. All right. So you feel like I need a change in my life. You feel like you need some changes in your life, Aquarius here. I want my life to change and I need to be very concentrated on the life that I do want to change into. Hi Monette, nice to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. Hi Nina, thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Thank you so much. And they're appearing here as the 4 of swords and the 5 of wands. They are silent, but they're fighting that. Like, they kind of wonder, "Should I reach out to Aquarius maybe a final time just to say, like, a goodbye I'm getting? Like, should I goodbye it or should I just go quiet? I don't know what I should do here." So I think this person's fighting, "Okay, do I stay? Like, do I talk or do I just go silent on Aquarius?" You feel that it needs to end, right? Like, there's a transition that needs to happen in your life, and in love. I think you need this to end, you need to move on. And they also are feeling like the situation needs to change, but I don't know, it's kinda giving like, I kinda wish that luck would turn around. Like, "Turn and face the change, changes." Like, it's like they kinda wish that the situation could turn. Like, could this turn into a lucky situation? Would I possibly, um, get my luck around? You know? Could it work? But you're over here with the death, so you're sitting here like, "Mm, I'm getting like, this I need to transition out of this." In the way that you feel like you think you need to move on. And whether you need to communicate it or not, you're just moving on. I feel like maybe you feel that you need a new location, you need a new change, you need change in your life. I can't say it enough. Aquarius feels like they need a whole revamp of their life. They think that this is a really hurtful situation. 3 of swords, like, I'm very in pain by the separation and disappointed. So they're thinking that they just need to mourn the loss of it and not maybe do anything. But they're kind of fighting themselves, like, "Do I talk?" They're not talking, and I don't think they're going to talk, but they fight themselves just a little bit to see if that the pain that they feel could be a little less hurtful if they talk to you. Whereas I don't honestly, Aquarius, I think your feelings are dormant. Sometimes with Aquarians, the thing about them is that they know how to turn off feelings. It's almost like a switch, like, "Boop." They can be very robotic. And so, it's not that you don't have feelings, but once you turn them off, you turn them off, okay? So I do thanks, mystery girl, for the follow. So I do think that you're turning kind of your light off. In terms of your desire, I don't wanna communicate. I don't wanna communicate. And their desire is that if they get secure enough, if they that there could be a sudden change and the tower could be they could reveal something to you. I kinda want a little bit more on this tower. I feel like if they feel that if they showed that they could be reliable, that maybe this could change, but sudden changes, they don't yeah, okay. No, the change here, I think that they're focusing that they need to change and that they need to focus on their finances. They don't wanna work on this either anymore. I was just, like, clarifying what that tower meant, but it's saying here, Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. This is too much on my plate, that all the responsibilities on me, and I don't have any action to take. I don't wanna take any action, so they're blocking their action to focus on their work. So, I'm getting 2 people who, I feel like for them, they wanna trust that it's best to move on, and you feel like you're stuck and kind of waiting for this to be let go. Like, when do I get to, like, move on from this and get towards my lover? Because like, this was not a lover. This is not my soulmate. This is just maybe this was just something karmic, but a very bad karmic lesson, like one that you kept repeating over and over and over again, and it could have just been mentally, but I just feel here that the actions are showing moving on. I gotta communicate. Maybe you're even trying to communicate with other people now. I just feel like when it comes to this person, I don't really want to communicate. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, or that could be you and yours. They're appearing as a Capricorn or Scorpio, but really could be any sign. Don't get caught up on signs here. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Let me see what's at the bottom of your deck. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're ready for something new. I mean, to get something different, you got to do something different, right? So I feel like that's your motto. And honestly, they may ask you to change or wanted you to change your life and you're like, "I don't think I'm going to change my life for you." Or I don't think I'm going to go that far, you know? It's like there's only so much I'm willing to do. So I don't know. Man, I was really expecting some really great like where are the lovers at? Where are the lovers? When we get to Libra, can we get like man, all these have been like kind of like people think you're heartless, yeah. I just keep hearing if you want something different, you gotta do something different. So all right. So moving on to Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm the opposite. It sucks. What's in your chart? Because aren't you a Gemini? You should be pretty good at well, you may overthink it. You can't turn it off. Yours is like a track, like choo choo, and like it just keeps going, going, going. But it's all mental for you, right? Unless you have like a water sign, maybe you do feel. But usually for Gemini, it's like a train that just keeps going round and round, or like on a hamster wheel. Yeah. Whereas Aquarius is like they get to just be like, nope, not gonna think about it. Hmm. I think it's not the job first. It's not the job first. It's this first. Because you're hoping that that job is the outcome to the change when the change already has to happen before the job. You should listen to Changing Potential Outcomes by Joe Dispenza. That one's really, really good if you want to like kind of get into the energy first before it even happens. Like that is a really great meditation to kind of help align with getting into the energy before it happens. So when it happens, it's more natural and you're choosing the right job. Yeah, like if you're a Gemini, but you are ruled by like a Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio, then you might not be so mental. You may have a different way of processing your emotions, especially in a moon sign. If you have a watery moon sign, you're not gonna struggle like someone who's predominantly ruled by air. You have to type in your birth date. You have to know your birth time, or it doesn't matter. You have to know your birth time. Gemini Sun, Libra rising, Pisces moon. You do a little bit of both. I think you can fully process. I think I said that to you last time. I think you can fully process your thoughts through your emotions. Okay. So like that's kind of healthy to me that you can think and feel, right? So you can kind of be that's why you're a Libra rising. Because you can balance the heart, you can balance the mind and the head, like the mind and the emotion. Ooh, and you can ground. Oh, I love that energy. Same with you. I feel like you're a dual as well, Nina, Pisces Sun, Gemini Moon, Capricorn Rising. That's a lot of yes, like you might be able to more even though you're a Pisces Sun, you still overthink. But I feel like you overthink probably in more positive ways and ways to like that amount to trying to be successful. So, I feel that yes, you probably do overthink a little bit. Like whenever you have a Gemini moon or Virgo moon, um, you're just very neurological. You can't escape that part of you and how you process. You process very scattered. Your process is a little bit more scattered, but at the same time with that Pisces sun, that can help you regulate your emotions. Like maybe somatic exercises would really help you, especially with a Capricorn rising, because you need structure in your life. I still don't understand my signs. Okay. I will try to give a little course here before we get into Libra. So, the sun is your core identity. Okay, that is why people feel so resonating a lot of times, unless they have, like, let's say you're a Pisces rising and a Pisces moon. You're gonna feel probably more like a Pisces because it's a dual ended, you have two signs in a house in a predominant house that can overrule the core identity. But the sun sign is kind of like your nation, right? It's your core identity of you. And that's just based on the time of your month, right? Or the date you were born. And then you have your rising sign. Now, your rising sign is kind of the persona that people see in you. You may not even be able to see it in yourself, especially if you don't know astrology. People can see this in you, but you may not. Like, for instance, like I'm an aqua rising, right? And I've been told a lot of times that I can appear very unique is what people say to me. I'm very unique. I've also had people tell me I'm aloof, which is can be an Aquarius quality, right? Um, or that, yeah, or like that I don't know, that I'm different. I've been told I'm different or I'm unique, right? And I feel like that's a lot of times what the Aquarians get told. And I always was like, well, what does that mean? I always never really got what that meant. Um, and that's just one thing, right? So you may not see that part of yourself until you get older or till a certain point. So the rising sign is how other people will see you, but it's also a part of you that you will eventually become anyway, right? So it is your journey in life when you're following astrology, like that is your birth starting point. That's why the time is important because that is the starting point of your time, and then that time follows throughout your astrological chart, okay? Then your moon sign is the way you process and handle emotions. Your Mars is a lot about your physical and how you handle it. I've heard it's a lot about like sexual energy, physical energy, and the way you handle conflict. That's Mars. Jupiter is about I've heard it's about well, that one's a little different. I'm not gonna get into Jupiter, but that's kinda what Mars is about, and then you have Venus. Obviously, Venus is about relationships and the way you handle relationships, how you appear in romantic partnerships as well. That's just how you really handle relationships, period. So that's a little bit of the breakdowns. There's Mars, Moon. Did I miss any? Your Mercury sign usually is it can change, but Mercury is just the way you communicate, how you process when you talk. I hope that makes sense to you guys, but it's pretty easy. I don't know why I'm explaining it well, but I think it's pretty easy. Like rising signs, how you appear or who you're becoming. Sun sign is your core identity and the values that you believe. And then your moon sign is the way you process and handle your emotions. Your Venus sign is how you deal and work within relationships, romantic or just partnerships, period. And then Mercury is the way you communicate. Mars is aggression, and it can also be the way you handle conflict. And it can also be your appearance as well. All right. So those are just a little breakdowns. And I feel like Jupiter is like where you naturally get lucky in life. So you would look at that house. Like I have a Jupiter seventh house. So I get really lucky in terms of like the partnerships I enter into apparently, which I'm like, really when? No, I'm just joking, you guys. That's a joke. That's a joke. But like, yeah, it depends where you have your Jupiter, but Jupiter is where you experience a lot of growth or expansion. So like things might just get really lucky for you. So like ninth house, right? If you have a Jupiter ninth house, then you could get really lucky when you go traveling or when you're in foreign places. Like you always just meet the right people at the right times. When you're in airports, you probably don't get a lot of delays, right? Jupiter in Aries is probably like a lot of your success is gonna be from a lot of your self motivation. If you have a Jupiter Aries, um, or maybe even with your children, you get a lot of success because sometimes Aries is your children, but it also can be uh, you yourself and the effort that you put in. And so, right, that would make sense. Like if you put in a lot of effort with your children, for instance, right, in Jupiter and Aries. I mean, it depends on the house placement too. Like if you had a Jupiter and Aries in the fourth house, I would say like you're probably gonna make some money off your kids. Okay. But it just depends on where also the house placement is. Mercury and Taurus and Jupiter. Where's the house placement? I feel like when you gotta look at Jupiter, you also gotta look at your house placement and the sign. Stop. Jupiter, Aries, 4th. Oh, you need to have some kids right now, Nina. You're gonna have like if you don't already, your kids are probably gonna end up successful, right? But that would make sense. Like the effort you put into your children, you probably will get back later on. Mars in Sagittarius. Hmm, well, probably when you communicate fast. I feel like when Mars and Sagittarius, like Mars and Sagittarius, when they speak, it hurts, 1, and 2, they say it and then they forgot they said it. Like, I feel like Sagittarius is sometimes I love you guys, you're, like, one of my favorite signs, but y'all's mouth is sharp, and you know it. You know it. My son plays football. Oh, congratulations. Like, congratulations. Like, for the NFL, Nina? So yeah, right? It's like college right now. Okay, great. Make sure he just keeps doing workout conditioning. I feel like I'm really into football, and I feel that every good football player, like I look at like Amon St. Brown, and he doesn't have a lot of injuries. And when I was watching him on receiver, he trains like crazy, and I feel like he's not prone to as many. I mean, I know that injuries are kind of like a luck thing too, but I feel that like working, like seeing how his dad raised him on receiver and then seeing his career success really aligns and, like, shows why he's, like, a good, like, healthy wide receiver, you know? Oh, that's so cool. I see, Nina, you are going. Don't worry. He will be well taken care of. Taurus in the 8th house, so it might Monette, for you, it might take you time to see that money, but you're probably going to get it through inheritance or through taxes or through some maybe very mysterious ways that you will get, um, sometimes that's esoteric as well. So, but I would say most likely it's either tax or it is inheritance but you won't see it for a while. Sometimes when you're dealing with Taurus, uh, it's slow moving. So, thank you, Catherine, for the heart. Oh, he's a good person, I bet. Okay, so sorry, Libras. We took a little break there. All right, let's get into Libra. I'm so sorry. I'm 49. Yeah, maybe wait. Like I said, that one when you get a Taurus placement in Jupiter, I feel that usually it means you might not see it for some time. Oh, you'll live long. 49 is young. What? That's all a mentality. Age to me is really just a number. It's just a number. Ah, Nina's 49 too. Look at that, Monette. I got Nina and Monette, 49. Lucky numbers there. What happened with Leo? Leo is like Leo's we haven't done fire signs. See, you feel 30, and that's what matters. It's how you feel. Like I had a lot of people say like, "Oh, I feel so old." I was like, "I feel 23." I feel 23. I'm not 23, obviously. All right, so let's see, Libra. You okay. Them? Don't say that, Marmar. We need to work on how you think. Man, I love you though. You know I love you. Like, mm, you need to reverse that. You need to reverse your age in the middle. You'll live long. Change it. Not hopefully I live long. I am living a long time. I'm thriving in it. All right, Libra, you are speaking. You're like, it's my turn. Feel, think. I hope that's me too, Nina. I hope I look better. Desire. All right, them. Feel. How do they feel? By the way, we're on Libra. Think. Desire. Your person's really stubborn. Desire. Let me get one card for that Page of Cups. Desire. Or no, Page of Cups. All right. Yours is a little telenovela here, a little bit, Libra. But Libras for you. Yes. Virgo was at, oh, thank you. I need a timestamp, Libra. 102. Let's say 50. Virgo was at 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, so Libra, you're standing here as I want to tell you the truth that like I feel your absence. I feel like you do miss somebody and you want to. I feel like you want to say I miss you and I miss you too and have like this warm embrace, but then they're also feeling the chemistry. They're just like I've never felt what I had with Libra with anybody. But then you both are over here like self-love in the middle of the situation like I need to heal from this. This was really I'm hearing this was a lot to deal with or the situation just got so overwhelming that we both kind of released at the same time. That's what it's giving here to me, Libra. So, Libra, you are sitting here with the judgment in reverse. I don't want to look at it. I just want to move on from it. You know, you're kind of out of sight, out of mind. And they're sitting here as it's not over Tower card in reverse. They know that what needs to happen isn't happening. But at the same time, I wanna release it. So you both are kinda doing it in the same way. It's like this person knows it's not over, but needs to lighten their load right now, and when they think of the connection, it's very stressful, and then they miss you. So they don't wanna give up on it necessarily, but know that they need to let lighten their load, so they kinda have to, and you're sitting here, like, out of sight, out of mind. In terms of the way you feel about it, you feel very hurt. You feel like this was a hurtful separation that I feel like you're trying to almost like mourn a loss. Okay. That's what you're trying to do. They're sitting here like, well, should I apologize? I don't know. I feel like I need to apologize to Libra, but I don't I'm overthinking what's the best way to apologize to you. So I'm like, yeah, this is coming off to me as an apology and like wanting to be open minded, but then trapped in their own head about how to do it. So I don't think they'll apologize. I don't know. I'm getting kind of like they won't because when they think about it, they're like, what's done is done. And I'm seeing two tens on their side. They're like, what done is done. I know I fucked up, but I got to cut my losses here. Right. And you're sitting here as, well, I feel like I deserve at least an apology. That's what you're thinking. You're feel like, I think we need to work on taking responsibility of the situation, but I don't see you putting in effort. I think you should be putting in effort. So that's what you think. You think that in order for this to work, they would need to make small efforts to show that you can trust them again. In the desire, you actually do desire them to give you some some type of commitment here, some type of you would like to observe and see them give to you and put in effort. That's what you would like. You would like to see that this person's conforming to your ideas and your values and giving more to you and that they see your side of the situation. And they're coming off here as the Ace of Pentacles, like hoping that I don't know, I feel like their desire is to work on money or to work on something else, like pushing this away. Let me see here. My chair's making all this noise. Okay, Ace of Pentacles there. Mm. Two of Cups in reverse. I don't know. I feel like this person's trusting that. I don't know if they feel that it's going that this is going they're trusting that there's just an imbalance in this connection and it's done. I keep getting that. Like they feel why do they feel this is done? Why do they feel it's done for the person Libra's connecting with? The moon. There's too many fears. There's too many not seeing it. Like, there's your side, there's my side, and then there's the truth. And so the moon is representing we both have different fears and we just don't see the best in each other. And so I'm aware that there's an imbalance in how we see this connection. So I just gotta trust that there's something else out there for me. King of Swords coming off as with the Judgment card here, like coming off as the judge. I see the situation clearly. It's like I've died on this rock 1,000 times and I'm gonna still die. Like if it's kind of giving like you cheated. No, I did it. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Because why would you do that? Why would you do this? Don't make sense, right? It's kinda giving that. It's like, well, I could die on this rock 1,000 times and put my life on the line and say, "No, I didn't." I could take a polygraph test, and it still wouldn't be enough for you, Libra. You'd still think I'm lying. So, I just don't think it matters. Like, if you think I'm lying and I'm not gonna then I'm just gonna give up. Whereas you feel like, well, you could build trust here. You could build some sense of security in this relationship. But also you kind of feel you really hurt me and your lack of effort hurts me. So, you know what? I'm just gonna go and have fun. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go dancing. I'm gonna be looking real good. I'm gonna be posting everywhere. You're gonna see my face everywhere. It's kind of giving that Libra. Hmm. All right. So signs you could be dealing with. We have Sagittarius, Libra, Taurus. Right, so you could have those placements or be dealing with those placements. On this person's side, we see Pisces, we see Scorpio, and that's all I see, and maybe Aquarius on this side. All right. So that is what I have for Libras. Moving on to my Geminis, my Gemini gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do we have any Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? I'm gonna clock you guys at 109:30. Gemini moon, Gemini rising. Hi, Myra. All right, so let's see. You in this situation. You, situation itself, or them in the situation, them in the situation, and the situation itself, and the situation itself. I kind of recommend that if you're watching these, watch maybe your sun, your Venus, and your moon on these. I mean, you can totally watch your rising too. I like to watch all of them and just see, okay, do they have a similar, it's their parts that that I recognize within the situations I'm going through, and do they tell a full story? So I do like to watch all of them, but if you're going to, I would say, yeah, maybe your moon and your sun on at least the loved ones. I would say if it's like energy reads, rising. I like the risings for those, and I like the sun. But I honestly watch all 4. All right, I'm gonna switch sides. I'm gonna switch the cards. Thanks, Myra. I reached my life goal. Thank you guys. You're the best. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's see you, Gemini, the collective of Gemini, you. Them, feeling, feeling. Thinking. What are they thinking about Gemini right now? And overall, ooh, hi Ivy. Or is that is not Ivy. Sorry, that's not Ivy. I got that turned around. Cancer, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Pisces rising. I like that energy. I'm just getting very compassionate, very understanding. I feel like you definitely must be in a line of service of some sort or like a healer of some sort when I look at all that. All right. So, you, Gemini, you're sitting here confused. You still are unclear about where you stand in this dynamic with this person. This person doesn't feel like you guys see it the same way. You would just like, I don't know how many times I have to tell you. Like, this person just is scratching their head, like, "Am I not making this clear? I don't get it." This person doesn't feel like you really understand where they're coming for. You're not, or you must not really be listening because they just don't get why you don't get it. And then, we have reflection. So being away, that is the true situation, is that actually from you 2 taking space. So these are 2 people who must be at space here. From taking space, it's allowed me to gain clarity. So on both sides. So one person feels confused, the other one's just recognizing that we just don't see eye to eye, and the other and the truth of it, it's like this is going to gain you clarity whether you see it or not yet. So Gemini's, we have here in your energy, I feel that you don't want to hold back how you feel or what you're thinking. I'm very real. What you see is what you get. I'm not holding anything back. Period. They're feeling very stuck and tied to you, bonded to you. Um, I want to get over this, but I'm still tied to you. So it's kind of giving like they feel hopeless. Like I don't know how to not get tied to you, but I'd like to get untied from you. Okay. And then in the way that they feel, I feel like you feel I want something new in my life. Like I want to create something different and I want to put my fears behind me and I want to go and I want to do something different to get something different again, right? With that ace, like I want to be excited for love again. Like I feel like that's you, Gemini. And this person feels like there's power struggles. They also here feel that you might have somebody else. And whether it's true or not, they have a feeling like you're dating somebody else. I don't know how true that is, Gemini, but that's the narrative they're telling themselves. Like, you must be with somebody else. And you're like, no, I'm not. But I feel that this person's just not doesn't believe you. So yeah, this person thinks that you have other people fighting wanting your attention. They also just feel like there's power struggles right now and that it'll turn hopefully in time. This person could also it's like what they say about me is what you really are doing. So they're saying, "Oh, Gemini's dealing with someone else when they're really dealing with somebody else." That's kind of what it's giving me here, right? So, I could see that. It's also how you think is you feel like you need to take more authority over your life, like you're letting this person control too much of your life, and it's not fair, I'm hearing it just isn't fair that this person gets to take so much out of my life, like, I need to regulate myself, I need to get structure in my life, they will not control me, like, Gemini, you're like, "No." My ex is still trying, but I'm not really wanting to try, you know? On their end, the way that they're thinking very independently, which is interesting. It's like they feel like they need to be independent from this as well, but they also feel like there needs to be apologies or there needs to be some type of like they could still be giving you some TLC or still feeling like there still should be like this person's still trying to be gentle with you or wanting to be open to you, or they feel like they need an apology from you. I can't really but they're not, which is weird because then we have the hangman, so they're still holding back that apology. So you feel like they are aware that they need to apologize to you, but they're holding back on that apology because they just care about themselves right now. Like, this person's very independent, and they just very much care about me, 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 you know? In terms of the outcome here, I'm seeing an 8 of swords and a 7 of cups. This person you are very confused. We go back to the confusion, you are confusion. You feel like, "I don't know what's the right decision to make." You might have some options here, Gemini, when you're seeing the 7 of cups. I don't even you're not even choosing anybody. You may have some options, but I'm not choosing them, or I'm unaware of them, or I'm not looking at them. It's giving that because you just need to take authority over your life and you would like your luck to change, right? You would like things to turn in your favor, but you're also just stuck in this rat race. It's giving like you're stuck in a rat race and you don't know how to get out of that mentality or that like hamster wheel that you're kind of running on. And it's more of a mind trap than it is an external force. Okay. In terms of them, they also want to work on their mental health and physical health. And they're just trying to balance out their life, but they do have a little bit more ambition right now, a little bit more force, and a little bit more enthusiastic about where their life is going. So overall, I'm getting that this person is confused when it comes to who they wanna be with because they do have options, and they're saying you do, but I think they do. But they'll stop being confused soon. They'll stop being confused soon. And then you're sitting here with the death card, so you're done. You're kinda over it at this point, and I feel that you want a new life for yourself, like, "I want a different life. I don't want this anymore," but you're still kinda spying on them, so you're saying one thing or wanting your life to be one way, but doing another, so be careful of that. Okay, Gemini? You can't spy and then say, "Oh, I want a new life." You're, like, counterintuitive here. Alright? So that's what I see for my Geminis. Now you could have this in your chart or be dealing with one, but I do see Aries here on your side. That's all I see. And on their side, I see Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Okay. All right. Moving on to my water babies. Water gang, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Water signs. Do we have any Pisces, Virgos? Wait, Pisces, what the hell? Pisces, Cancers, or Scorpios. I think I was meant trying to say Scorpio there. All right, so if we have any of those signs in the chat, that's going to be the lineup. So whoever says it first wins. All right, I see Pisces. So Pisces is going to go first. Do we have any Scorpios or Cancers? Pisces, Scorpios, Cancers. Do you have any Scorpios or Cancers? All right, I'll choose Cancer then Scorpio. The Scorpio readings have been kind of juicy, so save that for me. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna get into Pisces now. You versus them. Let's get you. Pisces. Them. Them. Hi, Crystal. Oh, you're a Leo. We're gonna be doing fire signs right after water, so hang tight. Thanks for coming on. Thank you for the follow. And in the middle of the situation. All right, let's switch the sides. All right, Pisces, you feel, think, desire, and them. Them, feel? Think. Let me get one more card for that. Think. Desire. All right. So I put my alarm and make sure that I see time check. 1:25. Actually, let's just do 1:26. Okay. So when it comes to this connection here, you don't know if you're gonna change. I think this white with when you're dealing with white roses, it's a sign of peace and maybe even friendship, Pisces. So I don't think you hate this person, but I do feel here that you just don't know if you can um like Pisces, sometimes you have ideals of people, and this is where you sometimes fall for potential because you see them in their perfection, but that's sometimes not always matching your ideal. And so once they're the illusion of what you envisioned it to be in a romanticized way, sometimes it's like the veil can crack. And I think there's parts of you also like they could be really harsh on you. And you're kind of wondering, I don't know if I can change for you, and I fit your ideals, but I don't know if you even fit mine. Okay. We did Capricorn at 30 seconds. So if you go on to YT Maria, hello Maria, you can go on to YT and find it there. If someone in the chat could tell her what YT is, that'd be great. And they're very overwhelmed and they just don't feel they're good enough. Like I failed to give you what you need. I neglected you maybe, and I always am feeling like this person's an insecure person. They just don't feel like they can give you what you need, and it's honestly, it's stress this connection really stresses them out. Even if they don't tell you, they feel this connection, and it's exhausting. It's like I'm so tired of the energy, like, that I still feel the way that I feel about Pisces. It's exhausting me. It's, like, literally life-taking. And then we have here the chaser. I don't wanna chase anymore. I don't have I eat on both sides. You both don't have a lot to give energetically to this. Now, you're sitting here as the 9 of cups. Like, I want my wishes to come true because I'm really, like honestly, I'm indifferent about this anymore. It's like it's kinda giving I don't care anymore. I just want the world card. I just want to fulfill this. I just want this to be over, okay? Thicker than a Snickers. I love that. Oh, you're a Pisces. Hello. I love your name. Thicker than a Snicker. I love that. Alright. Love the name. Anyways, that put a smile on my face. But the 4 of Cups to the world is just saying here that I'm kind of bored and I just really want this to end. Like I really want us to come full and just move on from it. Wish each other the best and move on, right? That's what you desire. That's all I want. I just want friendship out of it or just a my daughter gave me that name. It's great. I love it. She's smart. And then we have here the 9 of Wands and 7 of Cups on there. And this person's not defensive towards you. They've let their guard down and um but they are paranoid and they sometimes can be overly cautious and they're just confused by this connection. Like they're sitting here and just very cautious in life and right, they're overwhelmed and they're just confused by what this all means. This person might not be so in touch with their emotions like you are. So this person's like, oh, I want to go away. It's kind of giving like they feel the connection and they don't like the way it feels, right? So it's kind of giving that energy. Um, when we're looking at how you feel like you're gonna just trust the universe or trust God. Like, I just trust there's got to be like that whatever I put my effort and energy in towards, that's where I should go. And so, thanks for the follow. And then they're sitting here with the judgment card. So they're sitting here like, okay, I've had some realizations. I feel this inner calling. Like I feel like something's calling me to, and that's what I want to get clear on. What is that judgment card? Give me a card for the judgment. It's like they feel like a call. Like I need to work. Like I feel like spirit's calling me to reevaluate myself and try to like I need to try to put a little bit more effort in. Yeah, it's like I feel you calling me. When it comes to you and the way you're thinking, though, you're romanticizing this connection. Like, there's some times where you'll just be bored and you'll just be like, I don't know, like aimlessly driving or just maybe eating aimlessly. And then they pop into your head and a memory comes in with this person. And it's a fond one, but it just pops in from time to time. Um, and I feel like to you, it's no big deal. Like, it's like, oh, just thinking of that one time. That was really nice. Like, you don't think much of it, but you sometimes will romanticize moments that you've had with them. They think trying to become level-headed in my emotions and not let them drown me. I think that that's the problem. When you start thinking of this person, they feel the call, like a judgment call, right? It's kinda giving that. This is very specific, but Pisces, it's giving when you start to romanticize them or think of them, they feel it. King of Cups, Knight of Wands. If especially if you sexually fantasize about this person still, they feel the call energetically. So, whether you realize it or not, when you, like, get off on this person or if you still romanticize this person, they start to feel it. And they might have been feeling it this whole time, and you may not maybe I mean, maybe you're aware of how this works or you're not, but that when you do stuff like that, it does call this person in energetically. And so this person's been having to learn how to stay calm when they feel this charge of energy come in. This is very specific. Let me know if it's resonating for any Pisces here, but it's giving I hear your call because I'm hearing, and it feels like home when I like, what is it? When I'm on my knees, I wanna take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power, right? So it's giving like when you I'm getting I don't know, you can swap the roles, but I'm getting that when someone energetically gets off on somebody, the other person still feels it and it calls on to them and I really do feel more it's on your person's side where they feel the judgment of that. They feel that energy. And when they feel that energy, it overtakes them and so they've been trying to learn to not get off on a quick emotion because you have that Nine of Wands there with the King of Cups. This person's trying to learn how to not let that emotion override them, especially a sexual one. So with the World Guard, they're trying to end that involvement or trying to let that emotion like if you start to do that, they have to learn to not get the urge. So, yeah, there's something here where you guys communicate ethereally. And I'm not even you could say it's telepathic, but I don't think it's telepathic. I think it's in the ethereal. I think it's in the, you know? And I know it's a little ooh, but I'm telling you it's happening because I can see it in the cards. Now, overall, the outcome here, you're coming off as the Queen of Cups. So you're still very sensitive to this person, you still have some type of emotional warmth towards this person, or you wouldn't kind of romanticize some from time to time. It's not bad. It's just sometimes you romanticize this person. and you have this emotional, desire for them, and yeah, it's not even a bad feeling that comes upon you. Again, you do sit here with the friendship card, so I don't think you dislike this person. I just don't think this person thinks they're enough for you. Like, I will never be enough for you, Pisces, so I just feel like it just stresses me out. And that's why we have that in their desire, they just are like, "Let me go be all bad by myself." 5 of Pentacles. Um, Feeling alone, feeling abandoned, feeling, insecure here. It's kinda like they don't feel wanted by you. So, yeah, it feels like I will never feel enough I will never feel like enough for you. So I just think it's better, that I just hit the road, Jack, and then you don't come back no more, no more. This is not funny, Nina. Okay, stop. All right. Yeah, but you like they hit the road. They kind of disappeared because they just don't know how to show up fully. And I think you hold space for that part of them. And I also feel that you also want to move on at the same time or trust that whatever's for you is for you. But I think you just naturally will always have a gentle like love for this person or care, but sometimes you still want it. Or sometimes you still I think you just want success in a love situation. It's funny because this one what did I say? They fight their feelings towards you, but they're trying to yeah, they fight their feelings. It stresses them out. And then here at the bottom, we will always come back to each other. Man. But for right now, this person's walked out because they're just, I think is that they just don't have the confidence to come towards you. Thanks, Myra, for the pumpkin. Appreciate you. All right. So moving on, we're going to go to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Before I do, could be dealing with a Cancer. We have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, and that's what I see here, but could be any sign. Don't get caught up on the signs. Okay, let's swap. All right, Cancers, I'm marking you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hour 37. Hmm. All right, Cancer. You and this connection, them, the situation, all right? So you in the situation, them in the situation itself. You in the situation. Hey, Serene, Virgo gang. I did do Gemini. Gemini was at 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 30 seconds. Virgo was at 12 minutes and 30 minutes. You in the situation, Cancer? Feel, feel, think, think. Give me one more. Oh, these cards almost came down. All right. And desire. You're so cute. Alright, them no, you can go on to YT, and you can find it there. That one's a little juicy. Alright, Cancer. Oh, Leo, we haven't done fire yet, so hang on. We're on Cancer, then we got Scorpio, and then we're moving on to the fire signs. Okay, so Cancer, they are coming off as I feel like you're coming off at here as that they're such a great person and that maybe you haven't been giving the time that you can and you feel a little unworthy because you're not putting as much time. Maybe you're focusing on your career or other parts of your life, but you still have a lot of love towards them. They're coming off as, "Well, I don't wanna chase for your affection either, so I'm not trying that hard." And it's like for you, you feel like you can understand why they're not trying hard, like, you're kinda saying, "Well, I have so much going on." Aw, great, Crystal. And then we have here we're on, Cancer right now. And then we have here Hope. I haven't given up on us. So in the situation, neither of you have given up. You guys are just putting your feet off the gas pedal right now. Okay. So you two may still be together, but it's not giving like we're putting a lot of time and energy into it, into this connection. Okay. Now, when I'm looking at how you are standing, you're standing as very caring and nurturing and kind of understanding if they can't put the time and the energy, but also you want to change that. So you might be putting in more, you want to change and put more time and effort into them because maybe you haven't been. So that's something that you're looking here to change. They're coming off here as the Queen of Cups up front. So they're being very emotional, very sensitive, but also they're appearing a little trapped because they've made some decisions that they don't think they made right about. So I do feel here that they're dealing with some type of guilt. When I look at how you feel like, okay, we need to change this. Let's have some faith here. Let's get excited. Let's have some fun, right? Like this is wanting a different beginning. Let's change it up. Let's change things up. They're also appearing here as the magician card, okay? So they also wanna change things, and you also have the magician, so they definitely wanna change the energy of this connection. Now, when it comes to how you feel like they've betrayed you in some way. Uh, like, they could have cheated or did something in an argument to win, to like, "Well, that's it, I'm done," right? And then that pulled you in. It's kinda giving here, they said some things very quickly, very fast, and maybe I didn't mean it, but it was very shallow, like, they won the fight or the argument, but it was hurtful. Or they've kind of betrayed your trust somehow. I'm not gonna lie, based off their cards, which we'll get into, I am feeling like a cheating vibe. I have to say that. I don't say, I don't really like saying that kind of stuff, but I am seeing that here. So you're making a decision here, um, or you could be doing that, right? Like you could be sitting here. I'm sorry, you are sitting here like someone who feels maybe betrayed and is saying things very quickly, right? Like cutting it out. When I look at their energy, I don't. they're lying that you have nothing to worry about. It's like they're trying to say, "You have nothing to worry about. Let's compromise. Everything's okay. We're gonna be great." And they're still doing sneaky stuff. 7 of Swords. So that's what I don't like. Like, if they're, like, saying, like, "It's okay, we haven't spent that much time together. I totally understand you're busy." AKA, like, I'm making moves because, like, I'm doing some other stuff while you are busy, then I can blame it on you so I can go sneak around. That's kinda what it's giving me. 'Cause this is working in my favor, Wheel of Fortune. Lucky me. You're busy? Great. Or, "Oh, you hurt my feelings? Great. Now I can do some sneak dish crap." I'm not gonna lie. That's what it's giving me. It's like, "Oh, well, you said something hurtful. So now I'm not gonna give as much, and I'm gonna do some other stuff on the side because you hurt my feelings." But really, they're not being faithful. So I don't love that. Yeah, I did Taurus at 24 minutes and 55 seconds. I don't love that. And it could just be a simple fight. Let me just say this. Best case scenario, they could have said it was a simple argument and you kind of ripped them a new one. You were like, I'm not tolerating it. I'm drawing my line, right? 36 minutes and 30 seconds for Aquarius. So you could have been, I'm gonna draw my line here, right? Cancer, you're like, I'm drawing my line here. End of discussion. This is like you were very quick. I think you had a reason to do so. I'm always team Cancer. But it's kind of like I'm not gonna like feed your bullshit. No way. And it was kind of like they thought that they could get away with the bullshit and lie, and now they want compromise after they got caught in a lie. Okay, so we could take it two ways. Well, but this is I will say the first scenario is for people who already believe that this person is doing some sneak crap behind your back, all right? If you don't have any belief in that and that's not your story, then let's go to story 2, which is probably the idea here that this person is kind of like lying and saying things are fine and we're all good after an argument when they're not actually all good. But they are kind of someone who likes to keep the peace. Like maybe you're dealing with like a Pisces or Libra here. You know, someone who says it's good when it's not good. It's kind of giving that. Like we'll just get over this, whatever. But they're not over it. They're like seething in the inside. It's kind of giving that because you came off really stern. In the final outcome, your desire here is to actually assert yourself and be more loving and you know, I meant what I said at that time, but let me try to say this more calmly because when you're dealing with a page of swords, it's someone who's wanting information but doing it in a very calm way, trying to solve problems, diffuse conflict. So I think you're trying to diffuse the conflict and get to a place where you guys can um find joy, peace, and happiness. Like, let's go and have a good time. Let's change the energy, right? You were sitting with the Aries card. And their energy, they've made the decision to just move on from it. Like, I'd wish to move on from it. Even if I'm angry, I'll eventually get over this. So let's just move on. And so that's what I see. I see an argument here, but a decision to move on for the better. But heads up, even if this person says they're okay, eh, they're not happy. They're not happy about it. But it's okay because eventually they'll move on anyway. So, the signs you could be dealing with, I see Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Aries on your side. On their side, I'm seeing Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, and that's really all I'm seeing here. Yours seems like it's one or two of the stories, but yeah. You're not neither of you are giving up on the situation, so it doesn't really matter. And I definitely don't think Cancer, you're gonna give up on this situation from what I'm seeing. So and honestly, it really could just be like a petty argument where you stood firm and this person backed down, but they're still mad. But what I'm worried about is that they might be sly dogging on the low. So be careful of just that, just a little bit. All right. Moving on to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio. So we're gonna do this as you, them situation, okay? Because this is your you versus them. All right, you versus them. Scorpio, you, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay, so you in this situation, them, situation itself. All right, swap. All right, you Scorpio, being a patient Leo. I love that, Crystal. Yeah, right after this, we're gonna do fire. So when I say fire, you guys will put your zodiac signs and we'll go in that order, okay? All right, so Scorpio, you're coming off here, okay? Okay, you're funny, Scorpio. All right, and this person, them, think. Wow. Okay, wait. One more for feel. Desire. Okay. So you're standing here where you feel like there's a lot of different values and a lot of differences. Oh, you like my lashes? Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks. I can't tell. Okay, yeah, that's the lash. Like, is that the lash? Yeah, that's for the lashes. So you feel like you have too many differences. They feel they self sabotage. Okay. And the full situation is that neither of you are making a decision, okay? That's just making the relationship kind of fall, like, flat, and the more that there's no decision just hurts both of you, I think, in it. Now, you stand here as the 6 of Cups, so you stand here kinda reminiscing about this person and the times you shared. They're sitting here as a Page of Pentacles, so they are hoping to reach an outcome with you through the time and effort that they put in with you. But that doesn't mean that you'll be with them. So they're kind of like, I hope all this effort that I'm putting into Scorpio will show that I'm making a decision, but or that will lead to a decision, but not yet. I'm hearing not yet. So then we see here in the way you feel like there needs to be some responsibility taken. There needs to be a decision made. Like there needs to be some honesty that's missing in this connection. They feel like they need to step up and express how they feel and emotionally grow, and they kind of lack that or they feel that, right? Like I mess up good things sometimes in my life due to the inability to step up and tell people how I feel or show people how I feel, Scorpio. You think here we are, how they feel is what you think. I think you need to take more authority. Period. I think you need to step up. They feel they think that this is a true bond. Like, the way that I feel about you, the way that I wanna step up and show my love towards you, um, is I think that this is a real bond because I wanna step up or show myself in a way I haven't before in love, okay? When it comes to the final outcome, I feel that's the interesting thing. You come here as a Knight of Swords. So in reverse, you're coming off aggressive, you're coming off a little hostile and not really regarding how they feel. But you hope that if you kind of get angry with them or show them that you're upset, that maybe this will turn out to be more successful because it's just, well, nothing's making us move in a direction. So if I express some force, will you move? Will you get to it? Right? It's kinda giving that. But ultimately, even if you are being a forceful communicator or aggressive, it's because you feel like there's a struggle and you want it to be successful and you wanna be happy. And so you're not gonna hold back because holding back just wastes your time. So I feel like that's the reason why is I've done that before and that doesn't get me anywhere. So if I assert myself and I tell you, "Hey, this ain't cutting it. Maybe we just don't want the same things. Maybe this will change the outcome." On their side, I don't wanna make a risky move, like, I don't wanna get hurt. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm taking a risk. So this person's afraid of taking a risk, but they do wanna communicate something good to you. So, I don't know, I'm feeling like a very, like, immature presence on their side, emotionally at least, like, they do struggle emotionally sometimes, um but I do feel that there's unfinished business in your energy. You're standing here as, "Okay, let me see this page come forward then." You're standing here very, very, like a vision. Like you're standing here very, "Alright, let's wait and see, like, show me this opportunity." And you're just kinda waiting there for it. So, you might have to be the aggressor a little bit to get this person to turn, if that makes sense, because that's what I'm seeing here, like this person does feel a lot for you, but is struggling to make a decision or struggling to step up. And I'm feeling very annoyed on your side, like very irritated. And that's where your anger may come in, but you are a little stuck on them a little bit. All right. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Leo. I feel like you feel like time's running out. My energy, my time, my money's running out. Could be dealing with a Leo, Gemini, Aries, Libra, Capricorn. On their side, I see Aries, double Aries confirmation. And that's all I see on this side. So, all right. Oh, Gemini, we did at 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 30 seconds. All right. It's fires time. Fire time. Do we have any Sagittariuses, Leos, or Aries? Sag. Okay, see Sag in the chat, Leo. Okay. So it looks like I see Sag first. So Sag, Leo, Aries. How do you like a Leo Sag connection? You said you're dealing with a Sag. Yes, I did Earth signs already. Hey, Kayla. All right, so let's do Sagittarius. All right, let's see what's happening in your connection. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, collective. We're gonna go you, them, the situation. Okay. Oh, let me mark you. Let me mark you down. All right, you. What was different? Oh, well. All right, you Sag. You're not talking. Alright, Sag. There you go. Alright, swap. Alright, let's do you here. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing so far. When it comes to you, you feel like you have responsibilities you need to take care of, probably financial and emotional, needs that kinda cause you some of you guys do have children here, or just it could be, just responsibilities, right? Responsibilities are responsibilities. And then you feel like you can't really give them what you need when you're dealing with the responsibilities you're dealing with. So it just feels like you're kind of neglecting them at this time to focus on what you need to. In terms of them, they feel like the love will always be there despite the distance. I almost said disappearance. I don't know if they disappeared on some of my Sagittariuses, but it's like, oh yeah, the love will always be there despite the distance, inseparable. And then in the middle of it, it's unfinished business. Like we still have things to resolve and discuss. So I don't think whatever you've dealt with, Sagittarius, is over. Like we still need to fix. We still need to talk, or we still need to fit. Like there's still something that needs to be done, whether it's a spiritual contract or like an actual responsibility, like a child or a home or something like that, right? All right. So let's see you feel. You guys make me laugh. Think, think, desire, Sagittarius, you're cracking me up over here. Oh, I'm so sorry, Crystal. Yeah, there's some truths that get blurred with the Sag. Okay. Mm, okay. Them, feel, think, desire. Okay, this is like kind of all over the place, so bear with me on this one. All right, Sag. So I already told you about where you both stand, right? Like you're feeling like you have to handle your responsibilities and kind of neglect this relationship. They feel an inseparable bond and feel like the love will always be there despite what is left. And it does feel like there's something unfinished between you and your connection. Crystal, you're so great. No, it's good. I see you in here. I love it. Um, you're coming off here like I'm bored. Like, I want to withdraw and feel this indifference. Like, you are sitting very indifferent about the connection. Like, you kinda just wanna focus on yourself right now, and they feel like they keep dreaming or having dreams about you or just dreaming of times with you. With the 9 of cups, it's very, the wish card, right? The what you put out is what you get back. This person's, like, kind of dreaming or yeah, dreaming of you. I'm getting dreaming of you. I'm even hearing that song, "Dreaming of you, you and me." Like, skipping that. Like, they definitely dream of you heavy. In the feelings, you feel like I feel like this person's spying on me or thinking of me because I feel it intuitively. And that would match, right? Like a 9 of cups and then this high priestess to the page of swords. So this is saying here that, yeah, I want to tell you, like, I know you're thinking of me. Like some of you guys be like, maybe you're gonna that's why I started laughing because I heard some like, in my mind, I heard some words going like, "Yeah, I know you're thinking of me because I feel it. I know you're thinking of me because I feel it. I know you want me." So, it's like an you're unconsciously aware, but you're like, "I don't want it." So, you're trying to push it away. "I don't want it, but I know you're thinking of me." And then, it's just true, yeah. And then, Sag, on their side, they wanna communicate with you. I wanna talk to you. So, yeah, you're right. It's like I know that this person's stalking you. I feel like this person just really wants to have a conversation or just to try to see your viewpoint or your situation. Um, I do think that they're looking to maybe resolve here with you or come at least to an understanding. When it comes to so that's what they're not really feeling. Let me be specific, Sag. Your person's not really feeling the connection, they're thinking the connection. But they might be having these really weird dreams of you, and you are aware of some kind of interconnection that this you know that this person wants to talk to you, is what I'm saying. You know this person wants to talk to you. Are they like I don't think the dreaming part is a conscious awareness, but you unconsciously or it's very weird. It's like they're unconsciously or consciously dreaming of you, and you are some part of you is aware that they want to talk or that they want to at least have some type of communication with you. Now, in the way that you're thinking you want to well, this is where you're like, so Sag, this is where I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm feeling this. I feel like you kind of are trying to find ways of you understand that this person wants to talk to you, but you're trying to find a way of how to make this kind of more of a I'm getting something out of this sexually. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call you guys out. And the reason why I'm saying that is because then in your outcome, you want a Knight of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. So, like, if I come here, because you are the Knight of Wands, if I come in here passionate and loving, will I get some? Like, that's kind of what it's giving. Um, and you're kind of I do think that they're not your only option. You may have a couple here and you're trying to figure out who do I want to give to 'cause, like, we have a Knight of Wands, a Knight of Cups, so you could be dealing like, you I think right now you're talking to a water sign, and you're kind of thinking of, like, kinda wanting to seduce somebody and charm them and try to find ways to, like, get with somebody, but you're kinda wondering if you should. Like, you're kinda confused, like, "Should I put my effort there, or should I put my effort with" I don't know if I should be dealing with that right now, I really should be focusing on myself. So, really should I really be trying to focus on this one? So there's I think you're thinking of somebody else aside from this connection, or if you are thinking of this connection, you're thinking of, "Okay, can I hit and quit and then focus on that other person I was thinking of?" So I don't know if you're focusing on one person. That's kind of feeling like you're not. I'm gonna be honest. I think you got a little bit you're communicating with people and you're trying to think of ways of how you can get it in. And if it's even worth it, and I'm just, like, kind of confused, and that's why you're withdrawing here because 'cause you're just like, "I just don't know I wanna deal with all the complication and bullshit. So, maybe I just shouldn't deal with it at all." Right? But on this person's end, they're feeling like, "I want things to change, but I just don't I really I'm having a hard time making a decision." So on this person's end, they wanna talk to you, but they feel like you're not trying, and so they're They want things to change, but they want you to change. And they're honestly starting to become you, right? Because you sat here in the 4 of cups, they're ending. Their desire is to just withdraw and not to give a F anymore. Like, I don't wanna care anymore because 'cause you're honestly hurting me with your lack of effort. And this person just thinks you're a charmer. So, I think this person knows you very, very, very well. Yes, I did do Aquarius. I did it at 36 minutes and 30 seconds. And so you're sitting here judging the situation and feeling like maybe you need to come back on in and apologize before it all falls apart because this person's definitely withdrawing and doing what you're doing. And that's where you're like, you know what, I need to stop trying to mess around with someone else because they are aware. Because I'm not giving what I want to. Right? So, let me get a final outcome. This one's a little juicy. Oh. Yeah, this person on this side is getting bored with you. Like, I'm bored. I'm over it. I'm getting over this. Like, I wanna at least like, I don't know what they wanna communicate about, but yeah, you need to take there's responsibility needed. Like, there's responsibility. There needs to be a truth here. But overall, I feel like once somebody can take accountability and own up for things, then, we can have some abundance or we can, get to a better place where we could really make something happen. I see you still working it out with this person once you take some authority and responsibility for the situation. But I do think you were doing some other stuff and you got kind of like this person, I don't know, this person kind of got bored of waiting for you to figure it out. So signs you could be dealing with, I see Virgo, Gemini. On this side, on your side, I'm seeing Sagittarius. I'm seeing some Pisces. I'm seeing some Virgo, Pisces. You're aware this person like they're catching you. Like they got you and you're like, I don't want to get caught up in something. So let me not. But I've been thinking about it. All right. Leos, are we in the house? Say here, Leo. Thanks, Myra, for the TikTok. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so Leo, let's see your situation. That was a funny one, but my five signs always kind of make me laugh a little bit. You do. All right, so Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So we're gonna do a timestamp. Okay, so it's gonna go you, your person, the situation. All right, Leo. Okay, Leo, you really want to talk, but we can't take 1,000 cards. All right, you. All right, them. And in the middle of the situation. All right, swap the cards. All right, so I'm gonna start off with this, and then we'll get into the actual reading. Okay. Oh, that's my boobs. Okay, Mike's still here. Okay, so starting off, you feel very unappreciated. Like you don't feel that this person really cares, and I'm just feeling very tired. This person feels like take me to church. I need to be forgiven. I effed up. I'm sorry. They also feel like you did something in the past and they still hold you to something in the past. Whereas you're like, "Well, I'm trying to do as much as I can now." And this person feels like, "Well, For some of you, it may feel like you're repaying past stuff, but they also need forgiveness for things they're doing now, right? Okay. And in the middle here, we just have too many differences. Like our values aren't aligning, and that's the reality of the situation. The values aren't aligned where you stand in the present. One person's pissed off in the past, one person's pissed off about what they're getting every single time. So, yeah. Okay. So let's see you, Leo. All right, you feel, think, desire. Okay. Them. Okay, feel. Think. And desire. My face? I gotta see my face when I watch it back. I really like sometimes I watch it back and I'm like, damn, my face was looking like, Was that what it was looking like? Was it like, Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've noticed that when I watch it back, I was like, fix my face here. All right, so this chair makes too much noise. All right. So, Leo, you feel like you want to communicate, you want things to change. Like this connection has got to change because I am not happy with where it stands today. They're sitting here like I want to care. I want to show that I care more and I want to nurture the connection. So, they want to take more responsibility. I feel like when you're dealing with a queen of pentacles, this is someone who wants to be practical and be supportive and be a little bit more open-hearted. I mean, that's what they want to be. But, maybe they struggle to forgive something they've done, okay? That could be something here, like they need to forgive something they did in the past, and they maybe feel like they're not enough because I am seeing that kinda in the cards. Um so the way that you feel is you would just really like that they showed some sense of that they were committed to this relationship. Like if you do want this relationship, why don't you do something out of the box to show that you care and that you want to be in this too? Like you don't show that. So I don't again, this is coming again to can we find ways to have the same values? Can we find a way to show that we believe in one another in this connection? And I want you to do something different. Like I want something different. I don't know how to get different. This is where it's very stubborn with you, Leo, because it's like you want something different, but can you harness new ways of thinking outside the box to get different? And you're like, well, why is that on me? I think it should be them, right? You feel like it should be them. So, yeah, with the Page of Wands, sometimes this is trying to find, again, just thinking of different ways to connect. This also could be getting good news, You wanna hear good news from this person, that this person really deeply cares for you and values this connection and sees that this is a connection that they trust in and wanna build on, and, you really wanna hear that from this person so you can trust them. You want them to build trust with you, and you want to hear and you want to see actions. It's not just words. I want to see actions that show a sense of stability with you. This person is defensive. That's how they feel. I feel like I cannot open up. I'm like waiting to see, but I'm proceeding with caution to see if I should show them how much I care. It's like this person has a lot of care, but do they show it? No, they're guarded. They're guarded because I don't want to do all this and get hurt. So it's like this person doesn't want to put all this effort in to get hurt. Um, and then still feel like they're not doing a good job or they're not enough, right? In terms of the way that you're thinking maybe I just need to go elsewhere to find my sense of security. You know, I need to find I can't be putting all my security in you because I don't feel appreciated, I don't feel seen, I don't feel loved, I don't feel cared for. So it's like if I don't feel any of those things, why am I here? I should just go find it elsewhere. That's really where it's coming down to for you, Leo. And on this person's side, they're thinking they're thinking very like I'm not good enough. Like I'm not enough for Leo and they should move on, because I feel I don't have enough. It could be a financial issue. Like this person doesn't feel like they have what it takes to show you that like, they don't have enough money to show you that they care about you, or they don't have enough to provide for you and them and this and that, and so they just feel like you should go find someone where they do have enough, like, right? We have too many differences, it's a money problem, or it's a value problem. It's like, "You should go find it elsewhere because I don't have it." And so, a lot of I hear what you're saying. Yeah, this person's, like, kinda walking out. They just, like, are self-isolating. But then in the final outcome, you want them to take responsibility. In the final outcome, you just want them to take responsibility, and you just want them to be honest. I just want you to be honest and take some responsibility. And on their side, I just wanna work well together. I just wanna, have some short-term goals that we work on together and, um like, just try and achieve what we need to make things work cohesively day by day. Oh, we're on Leo. At the bottom of the deck, you're appearing, Leo, very independent and kind of argumentative here because you're pissed off. Like I feel like you're guarded and um I just feel like you really want a partner. And you really don't wanna feel alone. And so, you do though, and it's like, well, and you look good when you do it. Like, I feel like you look good as you are alone. But at the bottom of it, it's like, I am fine being on my own, but I really would like a partner there who could help me. It would be nice. It's like I'm appearing independent, but I'm fighting that because I'm defensive. But, like, I wanna trust that things are gonna work out for me. I feel like that's you. Like, I trust that things are gonna work out for me. At the end of it, I feel like that's what it really is. When it comes to them, they are sitting here wow, you both are sitting in the same energy, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. So you both are actually very self-sufficient people. I think this person will be showing you some type of support just so that we can work together cohesively. But I feel that, you're showing up a little like you really it's like they give you what you want, but then it's like, "I just want a little bit more. I just want a little bit more. I just want a little bit more." Because you just again, I think you want them to there's some lack of care. There's some lack of care missing. So, yeah, I think you both are self-sufficient, but when it comes to there is something missing here, and What's missing in this? Again, I think it just goes to too many differences maybe here. I feel like yeah, it's just like coming off like we're not working. It's not a well oiled steamed. It's like it's not the engine's not running. And there's some there's a little bit of power struggle here. I think this will be mended, but the thing here is I'm not seeing swords, and I just realized I'm really not seeing any swords. But this person's gonna show you some effort, but feel like it's not good enough. So I do see someone putting in effort, but then feeling like it's not good enough for you. And maybe it's not. Yeah, doesn't wanna explain anything. Yeah, it's like they just show right? They just show up and they do it, and then they're like, "Here." And it's just giving such little okay. When does love enter the air? Because these readings tonight Hi, Mia. Libra was done at 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 50 seconds. I mean, we were sitting here with some forgiveness is needed here. So I don't know what show I watched, but did you ever watch this one show where this guy was like, "Okay, guys, we're just gonna" I'm pretty sure it was a reality show I watched, and the guys were like, "We're just gonna lie, 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 and just say no." And then they just kept saying no until one of them broke. I think this was on it wasn't it wasn't what it was on Netflix. It was a dating show. But it wasn't Love Island. It was something else, it was on Netflix. And oh, it was Perfect Match, right? And all the guys were like they got their chance to go over to see some of the other girls, and they were doing some truth and dare stuff, and then the girl went back and told all the other girls what happened, and they still tried to deny it, and if it wasn't for that girl, they would have never said nothing happened, right? So it's like, I feel that's kind of what I'm getting, like, lie, lie, lie until there's truth, and then even when there's truth, lie. Like, it's crazy. Like, that one guy, he literally was saying that, like, the girl that he was with and he won, which I was like, "It's crazy that Tony won." Like, he should have not won. But I was like, "How are you gonna lie, 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 and even say, 'I think that girl's more my type,' and then you, go all the way to the end with the other girl." It's freaking nuts. It was like he was convincing himself of cheating. I was just like, "I don't understand men." So, if, like yeah, right? If only people were recorded at all times, like those guys. What would life be like? Okay. Alright, so let's do Aries. We're gonna end on Aries. If you have any Aries in your chart, this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see. Hearing lie, lie, lie. Did you do that? No. No, we didn't do that. No, we didn't do that. And then the girl's like, "Listen, Imma tell you all the tea." Like, it's just like, what? We need an informant in every situation. We need one girl to be the informant in every like or even in Love Is Blind UK when the guy was lying about being in the photo booth. I was just like, "Bruh." Lie, lie, lie. And then he'd be like, "Oh, well, I wasn't mad about this. I was just mad about that." It's like, "No, you were trying to get out of lying." Thanks, Crystal. Alright, so thank you so much, appreciate that. So, Aries, we're gonna do well, first we're gonna do your timestamp. Alright, Aries, we're gonna go you, them situation, alright? This is your you versus them. So, you, them. And the situation. Okay. Alright, it's going no signs? What do you mean? So you're coming off Aries as I want a new chapter. I'm gonna try and move on from this. They're coming off as I feel like you don't care about me. Okay. I feel like you're not caring. I don't feel appreciated. And in the middle between you two is real chemistry. Like w- we've never felt passion as high. Oh, it's Aries. I said it's Aries. So yeah, I think you both are trying to kind of let it go, but the passion's real between you two. Okay. So let me swap these. All right. So Aries, you. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. I put the cards back. Sorry, Leo. Hold on. You feel, you think, and you desire. What do you desire? All right. And them. Hey. That's kidding. All right. Them. Feel. Think. Desire. Okay. So you're coming off here like you came back from war and you won and you stood your ground, Aries. You were like, no. Like, I feel like you came here back from a battle that you feel like you won and you are standing firm and you're pretty patiently waiting and you just are standing firm in what you said. Like, I stand firm in what I said. Like, what I said is what I said. Period. We're done. Like, that's not what it's gonna be, Aries. Your person standing in here like the hermit. All right, they're standing here. in their essence, meditating, spending time, understanding themselves, loving themselves, in a trying to find guidance through their solitude. See, it's like it's giving like earth and fire. So I don't know if you're dealing with an earth sign, but it's kind of giving that like I'm gonna stand here and find the deeper meaning to this. You're over here like I fought my war and I came back and I stand 10 toes firm. That's what it's giving. And I'm good because you're coming off the way you feel. I feel great. I feel great after that battle. I feel very calm and I feel like, did I even fight? I kind of like blacked out and now I'm just chilling on my lazy boy. I feel like I did a good day's work. And they're coming off like I've made my choices and I stand by them. We've made choices. I've realized that I need to be on my own for now. I don't feel appreciated, and I'm gonna stand in the decisions that I make to move on. You're standing here like, "Well, I got some." You're thinking here like, "I got some options, and I'm trying to explore which one I wanna go towards." So I think that you are aware there's other people, right? Like, in your energy, we did have, "I'm trying to move on." So I'm looking at my new options, and I'm exploring them, and I don't know really which one I want. They're coming off like, "I don't wanna work on this. I'm not gonna take the steps necessary to come towards you. I'm bored and I'm disinterested. Good day." So they're not wanting this. You're over here like, "I want something new and exciting." 4 of Cups in reverse. I want something new and exciting. I really want the chemistry that I had with you and hope that I can find that with somebody else. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting. Like I want to find something that I'm excited about. Here you are as the emperor. I want to know when I feel a lover because I do think that you felt a really strong connection towards this person and you do have an awareness that there must be somebody else that I feel this passion for, that I feel this type of relationship, and when I have it, I'm gonna go after it. So you're kind of just waiting for the next one. Like I'm waiting for that passion to be reignited in my life again. They're coming off here really finding a new desire and inner motivation to start their life over. Okay. Here with the Empress card, it's I'm ready. Maybe they want to be a mom, maybe they want to have a family. So I'm really looking for like I'm getting excited about the life that I'm creating, right? Because they're kind of like manifesting like this new life, the Hermit card and the Empress. So they're over here excited about creating this new life. At the bottom of the deck for them, they have a Page of Wands and a Seven of Pentacles. So there is some new opportunities coming in for them, and they're trying to kind of see if it's worth putting in the effort because they do have somebody interested, and they're finding new ways to like meet people or finding people that want to put the effort in them, or maybe there's some people expressing interest. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here for this connection. And that's where we're gonna end it. It's gonna be a pretty quick one. Signs you could be dealing with. I do see Scorpio on your side and Aries. On their side, I see Virgo, Libra, and Sagittarius. Right. So that's what I have you guys. That's what I have for you guys for this you versus them. You guys can catch me back on sometime. I don't know, maybe Monday, but I did promise Capricorn a bonus read, so I will be giving Capricorn a bonus read this week because their audio went out for some random reason. So maybe I'll try to record that tomorrow. So thank you guys so much and catch you on most likely Monday, but I always sometimes I come in surprise, like, "Surprise!" So, you never know. You never know where you when you might catch me. Yeah, Sagittarius was done at 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 20 seconds, okay? So, hopefully we get some turnaround in love next week when I do my love readings. I think next week I'll do their feelings towards you because this one was a you versus them, and next week it'll just kinda be them. Because when I hear y'all talk on this side, it's like, I mean, like, it was fun. I enjoyed it, but I think I wanna do their feelings for you on Monday. Okay, so we'll be doing their feelings for you. Maybe you guys will meet somebody new this weekend. Maybe you should think about talking to someone else because these connections seem whack. The energies of whoever I'm timing in tonight was like, "Wah, wah." But if you're single and you watch these readings, I would look at the singles I did on Monday, okay? Because that's probably still applying to today. So that's what I have for you guys. We'll come up with some if there's any kind of concepts or kind of videos you guys want me to do, let me know. I am maybe working on a new collaboration with somebody on a video that I'm excited about. So, yeah, catch me guys live next time and I'll see you then. Bye.